Hello and welcome this morning to another episode of Japan James Japan, whatever it is. So, if you listen carefully, you can hear the sounds of the natural school grounds before homeroom here at school. I'll give you a minute to listen. And quite a bit of wind as well this morning. I apologize for the wind. That's not something that I can help, the wind in the morning, but the podcast should sound good. It's got a little filter in there. Always the first sip of morning coffee really does it, really hits the spot. So it is April 24th in Japan, April 23rd in the Western Hemisphere today. And let's see, what should we talk about today? It's a good one. We can talk about the Japanese school year, since it's fitting, since all the students are up in these rooms surrounding me, which is why it's filled with the sounds of desks shuffling and chairs moving around. So here in Japan, the school year starts in April. So it would have started April 6th, I believe, had the progression of the year not changed due to unforeseen events. So the school year ends in March, and then there's a short spring recession, spring break, and then the school year re-begins a couple weeks later. I think it's 3 weeks they have off. Begins 3 weeks later in April, and then it goes until July. So July they have a long summer break. I think it's 5 or 6 weeks. A lot of the students will go to Australia or Canada and get their, not a lot, but a small number go to Australia and Canada and get their English experience. Some have summer jobs. Some work on different projects and are here at school every day, and some are with the sports teams training every day. So when I got here in August, it was the middle of the summer break, and we had the famous desk warming season where you just really sit in a desk every day and do nothing. I've sort of broken free out of that, and one of my goals for this year was actually to reduce the amount of time sitting at a desk, because I think it's really unhealthy, and sitting in this kind of position is much better than sitting at a desk in a chair where your back is supported. You can really get lazy and feel yourself deteriorate. Back to the school year, let's see. The school year restarts in September. They have a sports day, and the whole school gets together to compete against classes. So they have 3 teams per class, I believe, or 2 teams per class. So like 6 teams, and really fun, and everybody runs relay races, and everybody has a dance. And that's on the weekend, so we get 2 days of Daikyu, which is makeup days off. So just during the Saturday, Sunday we work, we get the Monday, Tuesday off, which is nice. We get the weekend still. And in October, not too much happened. November as well, just same old, and then December, students get off a week before the teachers do, and then teachers get a 9-day break, so 9-day total, which was really well needed after 3 months of teaching. School restarts again second week of January, so you get a really nice little break, and then restart school, and it's chilly. It's not too bad here. The winter was pretty non-existent here. It did snow. There was a little bit of snow falling from the sky, and on top of the mountains I saw a little bit of snow as well. Nothing sticking though, and very few days below zero, if any, down here at sea level. So February was pretty normal. So the third years, the seniors, will take their final exams in January, actually, end of January, and then February they get the whole month off to prepare for their university exams. So for university, they have these really strict entrance exams, and that's pretty much what they spend their whole education training for, is these entrance exams for university. So probably more than half of the students go and take these university exams, and then they get to pick which university they want to take the exam at, and they go take the exam at that university. They also do that for high school. So just last month in March, we had the high school entrance exams. So all the middle schoolers would come up to the specific high school they want, and they would take their entrance exam for that. They actually have a few days of testing, and students from the athletics get to test earlier, and then I think they do some athletic, events during that time as well. I'm not too sure. And then March, I think in late February, the rest of the students take their final exams, and then early March as well, because the schedule is really messed up in a lot of March, because they have part of it is the spring break, and then a big part of it is also final exams and the students testing from the middle schools as well, and then other students have lots of obligations. So all in all, the school year is much more irregular than in the U.S. So they have shorter vacations, but it seems that every Friday or Monday almost, it seemed, in the fall was some day, which is why classes were canceled. So that's the school bell. So homeroom is starting. So you'll hear all the desks shuffling around. All the students have to stand up and they bow. So they say "hajimemasu," which means "let's begin." And then one of the students, the student leader, will stand up first, and then the rest of the students follow. And they say "kiutsukete," which means "at attention," or it has a few meanings, I think. Be careful is one of them. At attention, take care of yourself. And then they bow to the teacher. The teacher bows. Say "onegaishimasu," which is just thank you, I think. And then so the teacher will begin the lesson. It's actually gotten a lot quieter already. Listen to that. So now you can hear the homeroom teachers talking. So the classes go for 50 minutes here. The beginning and end are very similar with the bow. And in the class we've got smart boards we can use. We've got big chalkboards on both sides, and the computer, the laptop I have, can connect to the smart board, so I can show videos and do my lessons via PowerPoint and play some online games, which have been really fun with the classes. And so today the students are just here for an hour. They are doing school from home for the time being. So you'll see you'll just hear a lot of shuffling around, especially in the beginning of the day. Anything else? School year. So we've got three principals here, a principal and then the two vice principals, and they are like the CEOs and the CFOs and the COOs of the school, and they handle all decision making. And any days off you want to take, you submit to them. Any business trips you want to take, you submit to them, and you stamp everything with your hanko, your special Japanese stamp. They are the ones that start the morning meetings. They make all the announcements, and the morning meetings last anywhere from 5 minutes to think we had a 40-minute morning meeting the other day, which is a bit on the long side for me, but that's the way it goes. So students will have 6 periods throughout the day. On Tuesday, Thursday, they have 7 periods. And on one day a month, they'll have shortened classes because the teachers have a lengthier meeting in the morning. I really like those days. 40-minute classes is really great. That's the perfect amount of time for a class for me. Let's see what else. So the host shoe days, the extra class days, Tuesday, Thursday, students will be here till 5:30. So any typical day, the teachers will be here anywhere from 7:30 to 5:30 on a good day, versus 7:30 to 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, depending on how many clubs and work they have. So adding an hour commute for some of the teachers, and you're looking at 14, 15, 16-hour days easily on some days. And that's a bit much for me. I only work 7 hours plus an hour lunch, so I'm here from 8:20 to 4:05 every day, and that's the limit for me. I get out of here as soon as my time hits, except when speech contests are going on from August to November. So this year I had 7 students that were involved with the speech contests, and I would have to come in. Some students could do it during class or during school because they didn't have the extra classes, so I could help those students. But some students I was helping on Tuesday, Thursday at 5:30, which it's pretty hard because that's the good daylight I like using. So in October and November that was great because sunset was at 5:30, so I could go enjoy an hour and a half of freedom before I had to help with speech contests. And speech contests are pretty universally disliked by the ALT community. They are known to be ineffective, and the way they learn is pretty ineffective, and you have to teach them to pronounce everything the way we do. And it's usually a half native speaker that ends up winning these speech contests, according to what I've heard. I haven't actually attended one of these contests, so I don't know. But that's a big part of the school year for me, is the speech contests. I run English Club once a week on Wednesdays, and that's been a lot of fun. We'll watch Disney movies or play. I just bought Apples to Apples, or play Uno and add in a rule for each card, and the kids get to make their own rules. And this year I got some Vegemite, and we're going to make pancakes, and a whole lot of other plans I got on the list. It's going to be a lot of fun. And one time we had one of the cell phone trivia games, so the projector had the trivia screen, and then everybody would log in on their phones. I think that's really popular in the U.S. right now, like Kahoot and Quizlet and Bamboozle. Those are all really, really popular log in with your phone games, and it's a lot of fun. And my words are not coming out of my mouth clearly anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this podcast / video. So please leave a like and a subscribe. Comment down below if you have any comments or questions about the Japanese school year. I'm sure I left a lot out. There's 10 or 11 vacation days in there, and lots of other stuff I could talk about. And last year was Reiwa 1, so the brand new year of the Japanese calendar. So a few extra holidays in there, and we got Golden Week coming up in a couple weeks. So I could have talked more about the school breaks, but that's okay. I'll let you guys find out more next time. James out. Goodbye. Okay. For some reason, this did not stop record. The GoPro does this low battery thing where it does not stop recording until I press on the screen and accept that there is a low battery, so you get extra footage. Nice. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thanks for watching. James out.